Hello, this is Jenny Spring, and I am doing 3 website tweaks for Chris from Moptops HairCare for Kids. So Chris, I'm having a look at your website right now, and my first immediate tweak that would make a big difference to a visitor who is a stranger who's coming to your website is that the red bar across the top is probably the most expensive real estate that we have on our website. It's where our eyes first go to when we come across a website. Now that real estate right now is not being utilized as much as it could be. So I'd recommend that you decide that you put up on that red bar, or maybe squeeze the red bar up so it's teeny weeny, but that you use that real estate so that you really are telling people immediately why they want to stay on your site. Okay, so top bar, let's use that. Let's really make that work hard for us with why people want to stay here. So basically, what's different about your products? The second tweak is just simply that you've got the slides. I really like that you've got a nice clean site. That's really good. You don't have too many menu items. That's great. So you've got sort of some of the bones of what's really important. I'm struggling with the speed of your slides. Now, there is quite a lot of information on these slides, and for me to stop and read these, I actually don't have time to read it and sort of digest it before the next slide comes. So either slow down the speed on the slide, or reduce the number of words, or don't do slides. Use them as set categories instead, so we can actually read them. Because I'm finding that they're zooming through too quickly. This one with swimming products had 2 things on there, so it's actually quite hard for us to read 2 things. We don't really like to read in columns as much as we can possibly help it. Try not to put things in columns. It's just too much information on there. This one here with the itchy head, that's a great one. I would just put a little bit more about what your differentiator is, because there's lots and lots of lice treatment products out there. What makes yours different than the others? And I know you've put it in here, but I want to see it really quickly at the beginning. I just want you to grab my attention and get me to read on to the next section. So we just sort of work in bits and pieces. Now, my daughter is a swimmer, and I know about the no green hair, but why not put that as your headline? Is that the benefit that you're selling with this? Is it the no more green hair? And how do you achieve that without sort of ruining my daughter's hair? Because, yeah, she's fair-haired and she has a lot of green hair, so I get that. So instead of swimming products, you might actually want to put a benefit as your headline in there. Okay, so that's actually 2 tweaks. The first tweak was use the real estate at the top of your website. Super important. Let's not waste it with a cart where I'm not even interested in putting anything in there just right now. Let's put something else up there that really grabs us and connects with us. The second thing is slow your slider down. It's too fast. The third thing is remove some of the words and put the benefit first. What results will I get if I use this? Give me the benefit up front, then give me some details on it. So that's actually 3 tweaks, but I'm going to give you a couple more because I thought of a couple more things as I'm looking. Now, the thing with blue, using blue, and I'll see if this slide comes up. We do tend to associate blue. Now, this one's a good one. Lice defense system, eliminate and stop your child's suffering. I actually wanted to click on that, right? But when I clicked on it, I just got to a different slide. When we see blue and we see it underlined, our default thought is it must be a hyperlink and it must go somewhere. So be careful about using underlined blue, and I would say probably be careful about using blue text generally, because we have a thought about blue text in that it's the standard is that it's a hyperlink and it goes somewhere else. So just be a little bit careful about that. So I might want to maybe not use blue, or just not use it in underlined. So that's now 4 tweaks I've given you. And I'll just give you one more really quick one here. I just zipped over to your catalogue. We don't like to have everything on a catalogue page. It's overwhelming when everything is in here. So I always recommend with your catalogue, you do your 3x3, you break everything down, group it all. If it's it's a swimming product, put a swimming product category and have people click on that so they go in to look at swimming categories. Okay, so do a bit more grouping of your products rather than all on one page. So that's 5 tweaks, Chris. I hope that's useful for you. Love to see how that. I'd love to see how that changes your conversions.